Sierra, Catherine, Daya, come on up. I know you guys are new here, but come on up to the front. I have a pew right up front for you guys, right in the front row. Kayla, bring that stupid ass right up front, and you can stand right here, sis, because we're going to get right into it with you. I'm telling y'all now. I do not feel sorry for Kayla when movie night happens. I do not feel sorry for Kayla next episode with the social media challenge. I do not feel sorry for Kayla when the rest of this starts to unfold. Because let's be very, very real. Daniela is only going to play nice with her and hold the truth in as long as she is until it starts to benefit her to throw Aaron under the bus. We sat and watched you cry and become dehydrated about the eye socket for 2 episodes with all this screeching and crying and doing all these extra theatrics for you to take Aaron back. For you to forgive Aaron right away when he lied to your face. Ah! Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Oh my God. Let's talk about it, y'all. I'm Tammy. This is TammyTalks. Y'all know the deal. Stop searching TammyTalks. Love Island Season 6 USA. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you to everybody that has been subscribing. I appreciate y'all. I F's with y'all the long way. Comment down below. Thumbs up the video if you do absolutely, totally nothing else. Let's try to get to 1,000 likes. That would be kind of cool. So if you don't do anything else, like the video. Okay, let's get right into it, y'all. Who cares about that? Who cares? So first, I want to address something that you guys have been telling me about After Sun. Y'all know I don't watch After Sun. I don't recap After Sun. So thank you for everybody for letting me know. Apparently, it was revealed on After Sun by Sydney, who is the blonde, blue-eyed girl that was sent home, that the only reason that Aaron switched up on Daniela so quickly, because remember, us as the audience, we had no idea what was going on either. But the reason that he switched up so quickly is because they heard, the guys in Casa heard Kayla yelling, "Fuck you, Aaron." You know, Casa and the villa are not far, far apart. So they heard that. And that's when Aaron decided to switch up. Kayla is going to find this out. We were riding for you, Kayla. We were riding for you, my good sis. But now, I mean, you know, when I wash my hands with you on the show. So let's get to the aftermath of the recoupling. So all the OG girls immediately walk away to comfort each other because, you know, 5 of them are now single. The boys introduced themselves to Kane because, you know, they don't have no beef. Nobody cared about Liv recoupling, right? So Janae is crying, saying that she's tired of taking so many L's. So there were a lot of people that think that Janae is crying solely over Kenny. No, Janae is crying because this is just yet another example of her really liking a guy and him picking another girl over her. She said that this feels like the most embarrassing one, and I think Janae feels that this is the most embarrassing one because Janae knows deep down in her loins that she should have just recoupled with Jacoby or Josiah. We know that Janae was trying to save herself and she wanted to wait for Kenny, which, yeah, that would have been awesome for her, but it didn't work out. I can see why she's embarrassed. I can totally see that, right? So Catherine, who didn't even bother to do her hair. Let's be very clear. Catherine, this was your chance to walk out like a bad bitch. And you came out with them big ass ears and your hair slicked back in the bun, looking like you just rolled out of bed. Catherine, you did not do your big one, sis. So you really shouldn't be saying anything because Kenny low-key embarrassed you. Catherine is to the side laughing. Janae's pissed. She's pissed. Catherine, you should be pissed because the man that brought you back, one, you had to beg him to kiss you. You had to beg him to kiss you. You were scratching and clawing at the chance to get to the villa, right? You should have been embarrassed of yourself in that moment. But that man didn't hold your hand, and he sat up there and told Janae in front of you and everybody else and us at home on national color television that he feels a stronger connection with Janae. Catherine, why aren't you pissed and embarrassed? Why aren't you to the side crying? Let's be very clear. We got to have some perspective about ourselves. Catherine, where is the fucking self-awareness? You can really go back to where you were. Like the audacity of Catherine. That threw me. I could not believe that Catherine said that. You should be more embarrassed than anybody else right now, Catherine. Look at your head. Nonetheless, oh my goodness, Aaron comes over and he hugs Janae. Why? Why, Aaron? Why are you coming over to hug Janae? Tells her, just have one conversation with Kenny. Aaron, you should really be worrying about what you got going on. So then Aaron tells her, it's a lot you don't know. It's a lot you don't know. That irritated me so much with Aaron all throughout this episode, that he kept saying, there's so much you girls didn't see. There's so much you girls don't know. Let's be very, very clear, okay? Just because y'all kept saying that I have such a strong connection with Kayla, I have such a strong connection with Serena, I have such a strong connection with Leah, that does not negate the fact that y'all were over there kissing and humping and doing the butt. It doesn't. Like, I don't think Aaron realizes what was on the video. He is going to be, talk about somebody going to be shook, okay? So the Casa girls are telling Kendall, are the girls always this mean? Ladies, what did y'all expect? I kind of feel like you have to be a fool to come back as a Casa girl, knowing that you are now recoupling with a man that was coupled with somebody else already. If these guys were telling y'all, it's going to take a lot to turn my head. It's going to take a lot for me to do this. I have a strong connection with somebody else. Why do y'all think the girls are going to welcome y'all with open arms? The girls aren't even addressing y'all. They're not addressing y'all. So I don't understand this. I don't get this. Like, what am I missing? What am I missing? It's like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So Aaron keeps going to every girl, I'll explain everything tomorrow. What? You're a liar. Why would you explain everything? The most honest person would be to ask Cordell what was going on in the villa. Cordell told on himself right away. Aaron then tells Rob the girls are being ridiculous. Sir? Please. We then get Rob and Miguel telling Serena that Daya really likes Cordell. Why would y'all tell her that? How is that helping anybody? They then go on to say that Cordell talked about her, Serena, the entire time, said that he just wanted to see and test the connection. I'm going to tell y'all this. The whole notion of I needed to test my connection, I think that's bullshit, and I think it's stupid. Right? Cordell was not testing the connection. Cordell was seeing if he could find a connection, one that involved physicality. Aaron, you wanting to test the connection, I'm sorry, to me that doesn't make sense. Because if we're going to go, y'all like to equate this to real life. If you're dating somebody, right? And you've been with this person officially, you've been with this person for A year. Before you get engaged, does that mean you go out and fuck somebody else to test the connection? That doesn't make sense. The notion of testing a connection does not, will not, I refuse to let it make sense. It doesn't. It's a cop out. Just say you want, I would prefer that y'all just say, I wanted to kiss another girl because I thought she was attractive. But to say you wanted to test the connection is asinine. It just is. They then said that they didn't know, this is Miguel and Rob, they didn't know that Cordell was dry humping someone. They just knew about the kisses. Serena said that she cannot recover from this. He cannot recover. Serena is then in her confessional saying that her and Cordell had a talk about being respectful to one another. We see Leah tell Cordell and Kenny that, you know how embarrassing it is, how crazy it looks, that we sent almost all the guys back and y'all all came in with somebody. And it does. It does. 6 Casa guys came in. Am I saying Casa? 6 Casa guys came in. They sent 5 of them back. Meanwhile, y'all came over with 4 women. That looks crazy. It does. So then Cordell asks, what was on the video? Leah said, I don't even feel like being loyal anymore because y'all all been lying. Look at what y'all did. Look at what you did. Leah said, well, look, Cordell, Daya was on top of you. We saw you kissing, blah, 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 blah. He said that he brought Daya back to see which connection was stronger. It doesn't make sense. You didn't bring her back to see what connection was stronger, Cordell. You brought her back because she is physical with you. She pays attention to you. She wants you. And she wants you openly in front of everybody else, not the seemingly private conversations that you and Serena have. That's the difference. Y'all, this Team Serena can sit here all they want to and say that Serena has been all in about Cordell and she's told Cordell she likes him. Clearly, she has not done enough of it. She hasn't reassured him enough that would stay in his mind that when he went to Casa, that he would come back for her. I think that's the point that everybody's missing. Y'all can say and scream and speculate and do all this other type of stuff that maybe Serena and Cordell had a stronger relationship that we're not seeing. How true can that be? If Cordell still wants to see which connection is stronger. Like, just think about that for a bit. Just think about that. So Cordell said he told Daya about how he felt about Serena the whole time and then admits to Leah that he kissed her twice. But Cordell acknowledges that he fucked up. You did. Live with it. We then get Kendall and Nicole. They go up to Soul Ties and he tells her that the guys were in his ear the whole time. Kendall, let's be very clear. You were in the guys' ears the whole time, but we've been clocked you. We know that you're trying to win the show. We know that you were trying to sabotage everybody else's relationship. Got it. Whatever. Aaron and Kayla. I got up and I made myself a Moscow Mule during this scene because this shit took me smooth out. Aaron said that he'll be as honest and as transparent as he can be. What does that mean to y'all? If somebody says, I'll be as honest and as transparent as I can be, not I'll be honest and transparent, as honest. Words mean things, y'all, okay? Tells her that, yeah, he liked Daniela, told her that the first day, but said that Rob liked her too. But Rob took a step back because he knew that Aaron liked her. Said that he pecked her a couple times outside of the challenge. He says that he pecked her. Or actually, what's her name? Kayla asks, was it just the peck? And Kayla asked, was it just the peck? And Aaron said yes. So right there, you are lying by omission. You're lying, Aaron. Unnecessarily. Why say you pecked her? As if, one, it's not going to get out. All right. He then admits to cuddling with her. Kayla said that even after seeing him kiss her, which you did not see, you saw him bite her arm, that she still slept outside because she was not going to go tit for tat, even when she had the opportunity to. She said all she did was cry about missing him, and yes, the hell she did. We all saw. We were all subjected to this, Aaron. We were. I had to suffer through that. Aaron, you owe me an apology. But okay. She then said that the video broke her. It did. Kayla dehydrated herself to the fact that her face was swelling up, crying over that video. He then said that he liked her. And Kayla feels that if you liked her, then that speaks volumes about how Aaron feels about her. Next thing I know, he's asking for a hug. They're hugging and she kisses him. And I said, fuck you, Kayla. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. For you to fold after an hour? Oh, good God. Where is your self-respect, Kayla? So then we get Kayla talking to Liv, and she bullshits her way through this conversation, lies about what she pressed Aaron on, then goes on to say that she wants to go meet and introduce herself to the girls. Olivia said, I don't. They go over, introduce themselves to the girls. The girls are like, Aaron is the sweetest guy, and that he was excited to get back with her. I guess. We then get a quick snippet of Leah and Serena. Leah tells Serena that she has respect for her for standing on business because we all know that Kayla is not going to. Cordell and Daya. He lets her know that, look, I ain't forgot about you, okay? Because, all the guys are not even talking to any of the ladies that they brought back. The girls are over there piled up on each other like puppies. Like, my God, what is going on here? So he then tells Daya that he does need to talk to Serena, but he hates the way that things happened at the recoupling. He doesn't know if he said the wrong thing. He hates that she took the brunt of that. And he hopes that it wasn't awkward. So Daya said, look, I don't think the theatrics were necessary. She doesn't think that anybody deserved any of that. She says in her confessional that she feels that you do not need to be disrespectful to get your point across, said Serena can't communicate like an adult. I'll say this. None of the OG girls were disrespectful to the Casa girls. They weren't. So for you to feel the way, Daya, that's guilt on your part. That's something you need to work on. But I do agree with the fact that Serena does not communicate the best, right? I think that what happens with Serena is she gets so upset that she doesn't articulate that quick enough, so then it piles on, and we saw her have the screaming match at the end of the night with Cordell. She's valid in her feelings. I'm not saying that at all. She's valid in her feelings, but there is a different way that Serena could have communicated her issues outside of, no, fuck you, I can't do this. You gotta be able to communicate. You have to. And I think communication is something that Serena needs to work on because, again, clearly Serena's inability to articulate herself well enough in communication and conversation is what has caused this seemingly disconnect with her and Cordell to where he does not think their connection is strong enough. Okay? We then get Janae and Kenny. She wants to know why he brought Catherine back. And I do too, Kenny. I do too. So Kenny said that he needed to test their relationship. And again, this shit doesn't make sense, Kenneth, because what are you testing? Y'all were together for 2 fucking days. Either you want to be with Janae or you don't. How are you testing a relationship that's 2 days old? That doesn't make sense. I think Kenny brought back somebody because everybody else the fuck did. That's what I think. Because nothing that Janae... Whatever. So Janae then said that she's not going to fight for no man, and I'm with her. I'm not going to fight for you. That's what I'm not going to do. If you brought this bitch back from Casa, then you can have her ass. But I'm not going to sit in here and try to prove to you that I'm worth it, especially when I stayed single for you. Because Janae did have options. Now, Janae was stupid for not picking one of them options. Janae definitely should have had Jacoby or Josiah as like a little backup. But I feel her. I was here. I'm not going to try to prove to you why I'm better than this other girl. I'm not going to do it. I don't blame her. Janae said, if you need help picking, I'll do it for you. Pick her. Kenny then said, I only kissed her once and we had a spark. You did not have a spark from that kiss. Because Kenny, if you had a spark, she wouldn't have had to come up to you and basically beg you for a kiss. Oh, Kenneth. Do you need to come up? Come on up. We got room. Catherine, be gone. Come on up, Kenneth. You got room. So Kenneth then said that, Janae then said she thought their connection was strong enough, or if he thought the connection was strong enough, then he would not have brought back another girl. And I 1,000% agree, because Kenny keeps saying our connection is strong. It is strong. I do feel stuff for you. And it's like, no. No. Kenny is wrong. Any way you shake this, any way you flip it, rub it, roll it around, any way you do it, Kenny is wrong in this, mainly because his reasoning just doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Now Kenny don't want to be there no more. You can go. Okay? Shit. Janae, you can go too. If you're going to say it, be about it. Don't just talk about it, be about it. I get so sick and tired of people on Love Island being the first ones to scream about, I don't want to be here anymore. Go. It's too many of y'all in the house anyways. Kenny starts crying because Janae gets up and walks away after I bid you adieu. They hug. She walks away crying. Now he is squeaking. I said, Kenneth. Oh, Jesus. Y'all, he was past the weep. He was a sob, okay? So they're hugging him, comfort circles on the back. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, 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 Kenny. Go somewhere. Daya feels that no one has taken her feelings into account. We don't care, Daya. This is what happens when you're a Casa girl. Wash your face and get in the bed, okay? So the sleeping arrangements for tonight, Janae decides to sleep outside, which was stupid because you had your own bed. And then Aaron is sleeping in Soul Ties, and I'll be damned if Kayla takes her ass to Soul Ties. Jesus. The next morning, Daya wakes up and she's talking to Sierra, maybe Catherine, and she feels that the OG girls don't have to make them feel unwelcome. Ma'am. Daya, please. Daya, you really giving off energy as if you one of the OG Villa girls, and I need you to fall back and once again join Catherine to the side with having some perspective about yourself. They're not bothering you. They're not talking to you. They don't have to. Do you think do you think Serena's going to come up to you? Hey, girl, hey. Like, why would she do that? You just took her man. Come on, Daya. Have you never seen the show, hun? That's okay. Catch it on the Peacock. So Kayla then said that the girls probably think she's a weak-ass bitch and do. Because you see they all got quiet. Janae was like, you said it, not us. She said, well, Aaron owned up to everything. He did, outside of, rubbing on her feet, rubbing on her cankles, kissing her, cuddling her in the bed, all that type of stuff. He owned up to everything outside of that. But, minor details. Cordell, Lord have mercy. Claude have mercy. Cordell gets the bright idea to make breakfast for Serena and Daya. Okay. He's scared to take it to him, so he has Rob go. If Cordell was smart, he would have let Rob carry Serena's plate. So he gives the breakfast to Daya first. She can't even be geeked about getting breakfast. He gives it to Serena, who said, I don't want this shit. Flips it up. He got avocado on his bosom now. And she was like, get that shit away from me. Now, I cackled, I hollered, I screamed. You know, I appreciate Serena for standing on business for sure. I love somebody that is going to stand on business. On the other hand, girl, you ain't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. But, I mean, she did it. It's done. I laughed. Cordell felt it. Okay. Janae was like, good morning, Rob. Good morning, Cordell. Leah has the audacity to say, good morning, Cordell is crazy. No, what's crazy is Kayla sleeping outside in soul ties with Aaron. Did you tell her that was crazy? Because what I think is going to happen is all the girls feel that they all have to be mad at the boys. There was nothing wrong with saying good morning to Cordell. I'm sorry. I didn't see anything wrong with it. Janae said that she is going to, she sees the effort and she likes it. Okay? Sierra, Lord have mercy. Now Sierra, a casa girl, is crying because she don't have no fucking breakfast. Ma'am. So they're like, okay, maybe he's still doing it. He's over there cooking for himself, only for her to look like the fool that she is when he walks over and gives her a plate. Then gonna talk about somebody, I don't feel embarrassed anymore. Oh, but you should. The embarrassment should be deeper now, sis. Maybe they should start giving them backyard boogie punch in the morning. Can they get a mimosa? Because the orange juice wasn't juicing this morning. Everybody woke up with just emotions, okay? Kayla has a bullshit conversation with Miguel and Kendall. We don't care because I don't care about Kayla. So Kenny and Catherine. So Catherine thought that it was rude for Janae to ask whose connection was stronger. Catherine, it was rude for you to embarrass the salesman Kenny by coming out there looking like that. That's what was rude. Kenny said that he knew there was nothing that he could say to make it right in that moment. Kenny starts moonwalking and backpedaling. So Kenny basically starts making it seem as if I just said that to Janae to make her feel better. No, you said that to Janae because you meant that shit. Did you tell Catherine that you were standing in the hallway crying? That you were, oh, but I do it. Did you tell Catherine that you did that or no? Okay, let's continue. Catherine now feels that she can't hug or kiss him without the whole villa watching. I mean, again, we have to put this in perspective, Casa girls. What did y'all think was going to happen? I don't understand. So now Catherine wants to take a step back. Kenny doesn't know if Janae still has interest in him, and you know she doesn't. So I don't know why you're questioning this. I think Janae made herself very clear. I think she made herself very, very clear. Daya and Sierra. Daya thought that Cordell and Serena would chat, and then they would move on, and then he could decide who he wanted to pick. Sounds like Daya just wanted to get to the villa, if you ask me. So Sierra tells her that Serena was wishy-washy with him anyways, and was. No matter how Team Serena wants to shake it, she was. She was wishy-washy with him, which is why Cordell was not all in and brought somebody back. If Serena would have really been applying that pressure to Cordell the way that he wanted to apply the pressure to her, but she kept stopping it, none of this would be happening. But I guess. So Sierra tells her, look, you went all in on Cordell, talking to Daya. You went all in on him. So, like, basically, you earned this nigga, is what she was saying. She said that Cordell is a respectful man, and he wouldn't play in Daya's face like this. Respectful is subjective, okay? That was a choice of words, considering he got called disrespectful numerous times. But okay. Daya then said Casa was a breeze and now she's in hell. Girl, what? Did you think the villa would be a breeze? Why? I promise y'all be wanting me to do interviews on my channel. If I interviewed anybody, it would be Daya. Because I want to know why she thought that coming in the casa would be a breeze. I would love to know that. So then we get Miguel and no, before that, so many conversations today. So then we get Aaron and Serena. Aaron is disappointed in himself, and you should be. Serena wants to know why the boys felt like they didn't have to respect them. Said that her and Cordell been together since day one. Serena, y'all have not been together since day one. Y'all have not been together since day one. Let's be very fucking clear, Serena. Hold on, because I saved something just to talk about this. Serena, you chose Coy first. Coy did not choose you. You then broke up with Cordell after a week because you said you couldn't see anything with him. Remember, you said that he was immature. He didn't have the conversation and all that type of stuff for you. You got back with him right when he was able to save you at the first time that the girls got cut. Then you just twisted during the stick and twist. That twist, whether y'all keep saying that we're harping on that, the twist is important. Why is the twist important? Because the twist showed that Serena was willing and ready to recouple. It showed that Serena was not all in on Cordell. Yes, after that, they might have talked and they started to, I guess, try to work on it. But I guess my thing is why, okay, y'all gonna ignore it anyways, whatever. But y'all have not been together since day one, Serena. Don't sit up here and lie to make yourself feel better or make yourself feel worse, whatever you're trying to do. So then her and Aaron cry together, and Jodeci Cry For You started playing in my head, and then whatever. Miguel and Leah. So he tells her that he could have moved better in casa, but, you know, he does want to still get to know her. He then points out we haven't been together that long. Leah is understanding with that, and she's okay. So, Leah, I guess I don't understand why you chose to come back for him. I think Leah's still holding out for Rob, to be real with y'all, but whatever. So, Leah then feels that she doesn't understand why Janae is making a big deal out of this because her and Janae are kind of in the same boat. They both coupled up with Miguel and Kenny at the same time, and then a day or two later, the boys went to casa. So Miguel is like, well, Janae feels that she's had a bad shaking here, and Leah said, me too. Leah, that's not true. You have not had as bad a time, as unlucky a time as Janae has had in that villa. Because, Leah, a lot of this, like, you've been able to freely move between the men that you want to. You had Rob. You then ended up with, she got paired up with somebody else. Then you were able to get back with Rob. You were sneaking around with Rob. Then you got, Connor. Then you were able to get Miguel. So let's not act as if you have not been able to be with the man or the men that you want to be coupled up with. Let's be very fucking for real, Leah. You and Janae are not in the same boat when it comes to this. Right? So she then said that she just kind of takes it on the chin just because you're able to take rejection time and time again because you clearly have no shame does not mean that Janae is going to be able to handle it the same way. And I've talked about this in other videos for other shows before. I think people have to stop feeling just because they would take something a certain way that everybody else should. Janae is not dealing with the rejection well. Janae has not had anybody in here that has truly, truly liked her. That's not the same case for you, Leah. It's just not. So Miguel doesn't think Cordell did anything wrong. It sounds like Leah don't think he did either. But Leah was like, no, he was kind of disrespectful. Said that. So then Miguel said that Daya came back. And this is where Miguel went wrong, and this is where the episode started to tank because now the boys are lying for Cordell instead of just being honest, which actually made everything worse for Serena. So Miguel is like, well, Cordell told Daya that he was 90% Serena, 10% her, and even told her that he was probably going to recouple with Serena. And Daya was okay with that. So that starts to spread like wildfire when that is not the truth, nor is that what happened, unless we just didn't see it. Okay? So we get to the backyard boogie, and this ain't gonna be a fun one, y'all. Rob and Kayla talk. Kayla wants to know if Aaron has been telling her the truth. Rob said he ain't gonna lie to her and he would not lie for Aaron. Yes, you would, and yes, you would. Okay. Rob then said that Aaron is a good man, Savannah, and that he cares for you and he regrets what he did. Kayla said it's weird now. Rob was like, well, you guys, his feelings for you are real. It's gonna get back better. Shut up, Aaron. Kayla then talks to Daniela. Kayla wants to know what happened. Daniela said, look, he's easy to talk to. I'm comfortable around him. I wanted to cuddle with him. He initially gave rules for sharing the bed. Daniela admits that, yeah, we did kiss, but it just felt right in the moment. Said that Daniela felt that it was more to her. Aaron, after processing it, started to pull back. And then Daniela goes to the Casa girls and tells them that she lied to Kayla and they did cuddle the first night. It's all going to come out, but okay. Why are you lying, Daniela? I guess what do you have to gain by lying? Got my eye on you. Because what are you lying about? That doesn't make sense. We then see Daya and Serena have a conversation. Daya said that her connection with Cordell is different than Serena's connection because they are more physical. And that's true. That's 1,000% true. 1,000% true, right? Again, that's something that I think that Serena has to take into account. So Daya tells her, look, that don't mean that we were sucking and fucking. It just means that I'm a more physical person. When I like somebody, I like to be close to them. Physical touch is probably her love language. So she thinks that her connection is strong. She said that Cordell told her that, yeah, he did really like Serena, but it would take a lot for her head or for her to turn Cordell's head. So then Serena is like, okay, so I was told that Cordell told you that he was 90% on me, 10% on you. Daya said that's not true. He told me that it would just take a lot for me to turn his head, but that I was getting up there. I was getting close. So she said they were all over each other all the time, not sexually, not always kissing, but just, being close, and that they were strong in there. Serena then finds out all the boys were lying, and she walks through that entire casa after telling Daya that she can have Cordell. So she walks through the entire casa, through the entire villa. Fuck you, Kendall. Fuck you, Rob. Fuck you, Aaron. She goes and finds Miguel to tell him that. So she then calls Cordell nappy head. I said, oh, she throwing daggers. His hair looks soft, though. But she calls him nappy head. Meanwhile, Miguel is over on the dock of the bay talking to Cordell, telling Cordell Serena friend-zoned you. Cordell acknowledged that and was like, yeah, she did, but he still really likes her, but he also still really likes Daya. Miguel is trying to talk to Serena. Serena runs up on them, tells Cordell he's full of shit, tells Miguel that he's a liar. Miguel said, what did I lie about? Serena walks away. And this is what I mean by Serena has to be able to better articulate herself when she's angry, right? So, meanwhile, Daya is back at the table because now the whole villa is like, girl, what's going on? Y'all know that Niecy Nash meme? That's what Daya was doing, right? So, she tells the guys, well, everybody, really, look, Serena feels away because while y'all were telling me that he's the happiest he's ever been with me and all this other type of stuff, y'all came back and just told her the same thing. So y'all are telling us both the same thing. So I appreciate Daya for realizing that Serena is not mad at her. She's mad at the guys for now lying to her and trying to cover for Cordell, which was completely unnecessary and stupid to do. Worry about y'all own shit that y'all have going on. So Serena finally talks to Cordell. She tells him she tells him he didn't care about her. Cordell is like, no, I was feeling bad. Serena said, not bad enough because you brought the bitch back, which is facts. Which is facts. I think, in my opinion, that's facts. So Cordell pulls out the bullshit. I wanted to test the connection. Cordell, you did not want to test the connection. You wanted to find a better connection. You want a physical connection. And again, the quicker that Cordell acknowledges that and admits that, the better off he'll be. But he's scared of Serena for some reason. So he then tells her that he doesn't feel that he has more with Daya than he has with her. So why would you bring her back then, Cordell? You sound stupid like Kenny does. So Cordell said that he messed up and he is human. Serena said, I'm human too. Yeah, y'all are both humans. What else? What else? So they go back and forth with him saying he's sorry, he messed up, her still cussing him out. She finally yells that she is done and walks away crying. Serena also noted that it took a week with someone else, or it didn't take her a week with someone else to know that it was always him. No, Serena, it took you 3 weeks of him being in your face and you curving him every chance you got and him coming back with another woman for you to realize that it was always him. You can be a slow burn, Serena, all you want, but you have to realize that you choosing to be a slow burn in a microwave fast-paced speed dating show might leave you out on the single front. No, it didn't take you a week with somebody else, but it took you 3 weeks of this man being there, wanting to couple with you, wanting to give you everything, wanting to be all in. Within that week, you decided to couple with some. Did she couple with somebody else? Yeah, within that week, with you coupling with somebody else, then twisting. Serena, you just fucking twisted that you didn't want to be in a couple with him, that you would be okay coupling with somebody else. So what are we talking about here? Like Cordell says, Serena's ego is bruised. I feel bad that she's crying, sure. But a lot of this is not because she really wanted Cordell. It's because she lost. Her ego was bruised. She's embarrassed. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. It's a lot that's going on. I think the camera is blurry. My bad, y'all. I should have cleaned it off. But subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up the video. Leave all your comments down below. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.